Have you ever wondered about the mysteries of the Greek Pantheon? If you have, you are not alone. Zeus was one of the most powerful and influential deities in Greek mythology, revered as the god of the sky and thunder, the ruler of Olympian gods, and the father of many gods and heroes. He was known for his immense power and great wisdom, and his many feats and accomplishments have made him a legendary figure in the world of mythology. Here are some of the most notable feats of Zeus. First on the list is defeating the Titans. Zeus was born to the Titan Kronos and the Titaness Rhea, and he was the youngest of their children. When he grew up, he overthrew his father and the other Titans who ruled the world in a long, bloody war. Zeus led the Olympian gods in the fight, and he ultimately emerged victorious, banishing the Titans to the depths of Tartarus. Second up is becoming the king of the gods. After his victory over the Titans, Zeus became the king of the gods and the ruler of the world. He took his place on Mount Olympus, the home of the gods, and presided over all the affairs of the gods and mortals alike. He was known for his fairness and wisdom, and he was often called upon to settle disputes among the gods and to intervene in the affairs of mortals. Next in line on this mythological manifest is creating the thunderbolt. Zeus was famous for his mastery of lightning and thunder, which he used to strike down his enemies and to assert his authority. According to legend, Zeus created the thunderbolt himself, forging it in the fires of Mount Etna and imbuing it with his own power. The thunderbolt was one of the most fearsome weapons in the world, capable of destroying entire armies and leveling cities. Another on this feature of godly feats is punishing the giants and other foes. Zeus was known for his swift and terrible justice, and he was quick to punish those who challenged his authority. He was famous for his battles against the giants and other monstrous creatures, who he defeated with his great strength and cunning. He also punished mortals who angered him, such as King Solomon, who tried to imitate Zeus's power by riding a chariot made of brass and throwing lightning bolts. Rounding up this index of accomplishments is fathering many gods and heroes. Zeus was a prolific father, and he served many gods and heroes throughout his long life. Some of his most famous offspring include Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, Dionysus, Hercules, and Perseus. He was also known for his many love affairs with mortal women, which often resulted in the birth of powerful demigods. In conclusion, Zeus was one of the most powerful and influential gods in Greek mythology, known for his great strength, wisdom, and justice. His many feats and accomplishments have made him a legendary figure, and his legacy has endured for thousands of years. Whether he was defeating the Titans, creating the thunderbolt, or fathering gods and heroes, Zeus's power and influence were unmatched, and he will always be remembered as one of the greatest deities of all time. As it turns out, Medusa wasn't always the snake-haired monster we are all familiar with today. She was once a very beautiful woman and a priestess to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. That's right, she wasn't always the mythological monster that turned men into stone with just a gaze. How did this come to happen? Come along on this journey as we learn more about Medusa together. Medusa was a devoted priestess to Athena and worked in her temple in early life. This beauty ultimately ended up being a curse to her. The god Poseidon gazed upon Medusa and became infatuated. He came onto her and she rejected him, as this would be seen as an insult to Athena. This enraged Poseidon, and he took her anyway right there in Athena's temple. Medusa, rightfully distraught, prayed to Athena for help and forgiveness. This is where the next part of our story continues. Instead of helping console and comfort her priestess in distress, Athena was outraged by what she took as a betrayal in her temple. Athena did the very opposite of consoling and comforting. she proceeded to curse Medusa at the lowest moment in her life. This is when Medusa was cursed with a head full of snakes, cracked skin, and eyes that would turn anyone she locked stairs with into stone. Her natural beauty was now stolen due to the rage of the goddess Athena. After all of this misfortune, Medusa was then banished to solitude on an island. The fact that anyone she made eye contact with turned to stone ensured she would be in solitude forever. Men started coming to this island to kill Medusa. She began to take her rage out on these men by turning them into stone one by one, leaving her island full of statues of warriors that tried to take her life. This is, of course, until she encountered Perseus, who was successful in slaying the former priestess of Athena. This is how a beautiful priestess of Athena fell from grace and became the monster we are all familiar with today. It was beauty, anger, and jealousy of the gods that cursed Medusa into her banishment and solitude. To no fault of her own, she was cursed with a head full of snakes, cracked skin, a petrifying gaze, and an onslaught of men trying to take her life. It's only natural to feel sorry for her once knowing her true story. Perseus is one of the most famous figures in Greek mythology, renowned for his incredible feats and heroic deeds. He is perhaps best known for his encounter with the fearsome Gorgon, Medusa, which has been the subject of countless works of art and literature over the centuries. However, Perseus was also responsible for a number of other impressive accomplishments throughout his life, which helped establish him as one of the greatest heroes of ancient Greece. Perseus was the son of Zeus and a mortal princess. According to legend, the princess's father, King Achilles of Argos, was warned by an oracle that he would one day be killed by his grandson. In an effort to avoid this fate, Achilles imprisoned his daughter in a tower to prevent her from having children. However, Zeus managed to enter the tower in the form of golden rain and impregnated her. When Achilles learned of his daughter's pregnancy, he was furious and cast her and Perseus out to sea in a wooden chest. Miraculously, they survived the journey and washed up on the island of Seriphos, where they were taken in by the king. It was on this island that Perseus would go on to perform his most famous feat. The king of Seriphos had taken a fancy to the princess of Argos and was intent on marrying her, but Perseus was opposed to the idea. In order to get rid of him, the king concocted a plan to send him on a dangerous quest to bring back the head of the Gorgon Medusa. Medusa was one of 3 Gorgons, a creature with snakes for hair and the power to turn people to stone with a single glance. She was said to be so fearsome that even her image could cause madness or death. Nonetheless, Perseus accepted the challenge and set off on his quest. With the help of the goddess Athena, who gave him a shield to use as a mirror, and the god Hermes, who lent him a sword and a pair of winged sandals, Perseus was able to locate and slay Medusa. He then returned to Seriphos with her head, which he used to turn the king of Seriphos and his court to stone. Perseus's other achievements include rescuing Andromeda from the sea monster and taming Pegasus, the winged horse. He was also said to have participated in the quest for the Golden Fleece alongside Jason and the Argonauts. Perseus's story has been the subject of countless works of art and literature over the centuries, including the epic poem Metamorphosis. Greek mythology is filled with a vast array of gods and goddesses, each with their own unique story and accomplishments. One of the most revered goddesses of ancient Greece is Athena. She was one of the 12 Olympian gods and goddesses who resided atop Mount Olympus and was the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and crafts. Athena's birth is one of the most well-known stories in Greek mythology. According to legend, she was born fully grown and armored. She came from the head of her father Zeus after he swallowed her mother, Medusa. This is often depicted in ancient art, where Athena is shown emerging fully formed from her father's head, wearing a helmet and carrying a shield. Athena was known for her exceptional intelligence, which earned her the title Goddess of Wisdom. She was also a skilled warrior and was often depicted wearing armor and carrying a spear. Athena was not just a warrior, however, she was also a protector. She was known to protect cities and temples, and her image was often used as a symbol of protection. One of Athena's most famous accomplishments was the creation of the city of Athens. According to mythology, the city was named after her, and she was responsible for its foundation. As the story goes, Athena and Poseidon, the god of the sea, were both vying for control of the city. Poseidon offered the city a spring of water, but Athena's gift of an olive tree was considered much more valuable. The city was then named Athens in honor of Athena. Athena was also known for her patronage of arts and crafts. She was a skilled weaver and was often depicted with a spindle and a thread. Her patronage of the arts extended beyond weaving, and she was also credited with inventing the flute, the trumpet, and the potter's wheel. Another famous myth associated with Athena is her involvement in the Trojan War. According to Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, Athena was a fierce warrior who supported the Greeks in their fight against the Trojans. She was instrumental in the victory of the Greeks and is often depicted in ancient art as aiding the Greek heroes in battle. In addition to her many accomplishments, Athena was also known for her wisdom and judgment. She was often consulted by other gods and goddesses for her advice and was known for her impartiality and fair judgment. In conclusion, Athena was a powerful and influential goddess in ancient Greek mythology. Her intelligence, skill in warfare, and patronage of the arts made her one of the most respected figures in Greek mythology. Her influence can still be seen in modern times, where her name is often used as a symbol of wisdom and strength. Achilles is one of the most famous and important figures in Greek mythology. He is known for his incredible strength and bravery in battle, as well as his tragic death. Come along on this journey as we explore the life and legacy of Achilles and examine why he remains such an enduring figure in mythology to this day. Achilles was the son of the mortal king Peleus and the sea goddess Thetis. According to legend, Thetis attempted to make her son immortal by dipping him in the river Styx. However, she held him by the heel, which was therefore the only part of his body that was vulnerable. This is the origin of the phrase Achilles' heel, which refers to a person's one weakness or vulnerability. As a young man, Achilles was trained by a centaur and became a skilled warrior. He fought alongside the Greeks in the Trojan War, which was sparked by the abduction of Helen by the Trojan prince Paris. Achilles' presence was essential to the Greeks as he was one of their strongest and bravest warriors. Achilles was also known for his pride and hot temper. When Agamemnon, the commander of the Greek army, took Achilles' war prize, a woman named Perseus, Achilles withdrew from the battle in anger. This caused the Greeks to suffer a series of defeats, and Achilles only returned to fight after his best friend was killed by the Trojan prince Hector. In one of the most famous scenes in Greek mythology, Achilles mourns his friend's death and then seeks revenge by killing Hector in single combat. He drags Hector's body around the walls of Troy, but eventually returns it to the Trojans for burial. Achilles himself is ultimately killed by an arrow to the heel, shot by Paris with the help of the god Apollo. Achilles' tragic death is another reason for his enduring fame. His vulnerability and his downfall serve as a reminder of the fragility of even the strongest and bravest among us. The fact that he was brought down by a seemingly minor weakness, his heel, has made him a symbol of the dangers of hubris and overconfidence. Achilles' story has inspired countless works of art and literature throughout the centuries. Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, which tells the story of the Trojan War, is perhaps the most famous example. Other works that have been influenced by Achilles include Dante's Inferno and the film Troy. In conclusion, Achilles is one of the most famous and important figures in Greek mythology. His strength, bravery, and tragic death have made him an enduring symbol of heroism and vulnerability. His story continues to inspire and captivate people to this day, and his legacy is sure to endure for centuries to come. Poseidon was one of the 12 Olympian gods. He was most famously known as the Greek god of the sea, but he was also the god of earthquakes and horses. Known for his fierce temper and powerful abilities, Poseidon was a central figure in many Greek myths and legends. According to Greek mythology, Poseidon was the son of Kronos and Rhea, making him the brother of famous gods like Zeus and Hades. In the famous Battle of the Titans, Poseidon and his siblings helped overthrow their father and the other Titans to establish the reign of the Olympian gods. Poseidon's primary domain was the sea, which was considered both a source of life and a place of danger by ancient Greeks. As the god of the sea, Poseidon was responsible for creating storms and earthquakes, and for granting sailors safe passage across the waters. The god of the sea was also closely associated with horses, which were highly prized by the ancient Greeks. Legend has it Poseidon created the first horse by striking his rock with a trident, and he was often depicted riding a magnificent chariot pulled by a team of majestic horses. Poseidon was a powerful and unpredictable god, and he was known for his frequent clashes with mortals and other gods. Here is a list of some of his most famous feats and accomplishments. The creation of the horse. As mentioned earlier, Poseidon is said to have created the first horse by striking a rock with his trident. This act was seen as a great boon to mortals who were able to use horses for transportation, farming, and warfare. Building the walls of Troy. In the epic poem The Iliad, Poseidon is said to have helped Apollo build the walls of Troy in order to protect the city from invasion. Helping the Argonauts. Poseidon is said to have assisted the hero Jason and his crew in their quest to find the Golden Fleece. He calmed the stormy seas and guided the ship safely through dangerous waters. Creating the island of Delos. In Greek mythology, the island of Delos was said to be the birthplace of Apollo and Artemis. According to legend, Poseidon created the island by pushing a rock up from the sea floor with his trident. Punishing mortals. Poseidon was known for his fierce temper and was quick to punish mortals who crossed him. One of his most famous acts of vengeance was flooding the city of Athens after the city's king chose Athena over him as the city's patron goddess. Poseidon's legacy can be seen in many aspects of modern culture. His image has been used in countless works of art, from ancient pottery to modern sculptures. The sea, which was his primary domain, remains an important source of inspiration for poets, writers, and artists, and the image of a powerful, unpredictable deity who can both help and harm mortals continues to captivate people's imaginations to this day. Hermes is one of the most prominent and multifaceted gods in Greek mythology. He is the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Maia, one of the 7 Pleiades. Hermes is known for his cunning and his mastery over various domains, including commerce, travel, diplomacy, and even thievery. Here are some of his most notable accomplishments and attributes. Hermes is primarily known as the messenger of the gods. He is depicted as a swift-footed youth with winged sandals, a winged hat, and a wand with 2 snakes wrapped around it. Hermes would carry messages from one god to another and also deliver messages to mortals from the gods. He was considered the mediator between the divine and the mortal realms and was often called upon to settle disputes or negotiate treaties. In addition to his role as a messenger, Hermes was also the god of commerce and trade. He was often depicted as a patron of merchants and travelers and was associated with roads, boundaries, and marketplaces. However, Hermes was also known for his trickery and cunning, and was sometimes depicted as a thief. He was said to have stolen the cattle of the god Apollo when he was just a baby, and later became known as the god of thieves. Hermes was also associated with athletics and physical fitness. He was often depicted as a youthful, athletic figure, and was considered a patron of gymnasiums and athletic contests. In fact, the ancient Olympic Games were said to have been founded in honor of Hermes. He was also associated with the arts of wrestling and boxing, and was sometimes called upon to settle disputes between athletes. Another important aspect of Hermes' mythology is his role as a guide of the dead. He was said to lead souls of the deceased to the underworld, where they would be judged by the god Hades. Hermes was also believed to be able to cross freely between the worlds of the living and the dead, and was often called upon to communicate with spirits or bring messages from the underworld. In conclusion, Hermes is a complex and fascinating figure in Greek mythology with a wide range of accomplishments and attributes. He was a messenger of the gods, a god of commerce and thievery, a patron of athletics, and a guide of the dead. His cleverness and versatility made him a beloved figure among the Greeks, and his influence can still be felt today in various aspects of Western culture. Artemis is a prominent figure in Greek mythology and one of the most well-known goddesses of the ancient Greek Pantheon. She is known for her association with hunting, wild animals, childbirth, virginity, and young women. Artemis was a complex and powerful goddess who played a significant role in the lives of ancient Greeks. Artemis was the daughter of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a titaness. She was born on the island of Delos, which was considered a sacred place in ancient Greek mythology. Her twin brother Apollo was born just before her, and the two were said to be close throughout their lives. Artemis was primarily known as the goddess of the hunt, and she was often depicted carrying a bow and arrows, accompanied by her hunting dogs. She was known for her exceptional hunting skills, and she was revered by hunters who would often make offerings to her before setting out on a hunt. Artemis was also associated with wild animals, particularly deer, which were sacred to her. She was seen as a protector of the wilderness and the animals that lived there. In addition to her role as goddess of the hunt, Artemis was also the protector of young women, particularly those who were unmarried. She was seen as a guardian of their chastity, and she punished anyone who tried to harm them. Artemis was also associated with childbirth, and many women prayed to her for a safe and healthy delivery. As a virgin goddess, Artemis was often invoked in rites of passage for young girls, such as when they reached puberty. Artemis appeared in many myths and legends throughout Greek mythology. One of the most famous stories involving Artemis was the myth of Actaeon. Actaeon was a mortal who stumbled upon Artemis while she was bathing. As punishment for his intrusion, Artemis turned him into a stag, and he was eventually killed by his own hunting dogs. Another famous myth involving Artemis was the story of Orion. Orion was a skilled hunter who became friends with Artemis. However, he was eventually killed by a scorpion, which Artemis sent to punish him for his arrogance. Artemis was also involved in the myth of the Golden Fleece. She helped the hero Jason and his crew in their quest to find the Golden Fleece by providing them with a magical bow and arrows. Artemis was a powerful and multifaceted goddess who played a significant role in ancient Greek mythology. She was known for her exceptional hunting skills, her role as a protector of young women, and her association with childbirth. Her myths and legends continue to be told and studied today, making her an enduring figure in Western culture. Apollo was one of the most interesting gods in the Greek Pantheon, known for his many feats and accomplishments. He was the god of music, poetry, prophecy, healing, the sun, and was also associated with archery and hunting. Apollo was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a titaness. He was born on the island of Delos, where his mother had sought refuge from the wrath of Hera, Zeus's jealous wife. As a young god, Apollo was known for his beauty and intelligence, and he quickly became one of the most popular gods in the Greek Pantheon. One of Apollo's most famous feats was his victory over the Python at Delphi. According to legend, the Python had been sent by Hera to harass Leto and her unborn children. After Apollo was born, he went to Delphi, where the Python had taken up residence. With his powerful bow and arrows, Apollo killed the Python and claimed Delphi as his sacred site. From then on, Delphi became the most important site for the worship of Apollo, and the oracle at Delphi was considered the most important oracle in ancient Greece. Apollo was also known for his musical abilities. He was the god of music and poetry and was said to have taught the first poets and musicians how to create beautiful music and verse. According to legend, Apollo once competed in a musical contest with the god Pan and was declared winner by the Muses. In addition to his musical talents, Apollo was also known for his healing abilities. He was the god of medicine and healing and was often called upon to cure diseases and heal wounds. According to legend, Apollo once healed a sick man by shooting him with one of his arrows. The arrow was not a normal arrow, however, but a special arrow that could cure diseases and heal wounds. Apollo was also associated with the sun and was often depicted driving a chariot across the sky. According to legend, the sun was carried across the sky by Apollo's chariot, which was pulled by 4 horses. The sun was said to rise when Apollo began his journey across the sky, and to set when he was finished. In conclusion, Apollo was one of the most important gods in the Greek Pantheon, known for his many feats and accomplishments. He was the god of music, poetry, prophecy, healing, the sun, and was also associated with archery and hunting. His victory over the Python at Delphi, his musical abilities, and his healing powers were just a few of his many accomplishments. Apollo was a powerful and respected god, and his influence can still be felt in art, literature, and culture today. Hades is one of the most mysterious and notorious figures in all of Greek mythology. As the god of the underworld, he was responsible for overseeing the realm of the dead, including judging the souls of the deceased and determining their eternal fate. But there is much more to this enigma of a god than his role as Lord of the Dead. Hades was the son of the Titan Kronos and his wife Rhea, making him the brother of Zeus and Poseidon. When the three brothers divided the world among themselves, Hades drew the short straw. This is how Hades became the ruler of the underworld. Although he was initially feared and avoided by mortals and gods alike, he eventually became a powerful and respected figure in Greek mythology. One of the most well-known stories about Hades tells the tale of why we have the seasons. According to Greek mythology, the story begins with the abduction of Persephone, daughter of the goddess Demeter. Hades, smitten with Persephone's beauty, decided to take her as his queen and bring her to the underworld. Demeter was devastated by her daughter's disappearance and searched for her throughout the world. In her grief, she neglected her duties as the goddess of agriculture, causing crops to wither and die. The world was plunged into darkness and famine. Zeus, the king of the gods, realized that he needed to intervene. He sent Hermes, the messenger of the gods, to the underworld to demand that Hades return Persephone to her mother. Hades reluctantly agreed, but before he released her, he tricked Persephone into eating a pomegranate seed. By eating the food of her captor, Persephone would be bound to Hades and the underworld. Persephone returned to the world of the living, and Demeter was overjoyed. Because of this, crops once again flourished. But when Persephone had to return to the underworld, doomed by the seed she had once eaten, Demeter grieved, and the world once again fell into darkness. Eventually, a compromise was reached. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades in the underworld, but the rest of the year with her mother in the world of the living. This cycle of the seasons, the growth of plants in spring and summer, followed by their decay in fall and winter, was believed to be linked to Persephone's time in the underworld. This, according to one myth in Greek mythology, is how the seasons came about. The god of the underworld was not just a grim and terrifying figure, however. He was also associated with wealth and riches, as precious metals and gems were often found underground. Hades was also known for his fierce loyalty to his subjects. He was said to be fiercely protective of the souls in his realm and would go to great lengths to ensure their safety and well-being. He was also known for his three-headed dog, Cerberus. This fearsome creature guarded the entrance to the underworld, preventing the living from entering and the dead from escaping. According to some myths, the hero Heracles, Hercules in Roman mythology, was able to enter the underworld and capture Cerberus as one of his labors. In art and literature, Hades is often depicted as a dark and brooding figure, wearing a helmet that renders him invisible. He is usually shown with a scepter, a key, or horn of plenty as symbols of his power and wealth. In conclusion, the mythology of Hades is a complex and fascinating subject. As the god of the underworld, he was responsible for overseeing the realm of the dead, judging souls of the deceased, and ensuring their safety and well-being. He was also associated with the seasons, wealth and riches, and his three-headed dog Cerberus, which became one of the most iconic creatures in Greek mythology. Despite his initial fearsome reputation, Hades eventually became a respected and even beloved figure, a testament to the enduring power and appeal of Greek mythology.
In the vast pantheon of Greek mythology, the gods and goddesses wielded immense power and influence. Among them, Nyx, the goddess of night, commanded a mystique that even the mighty Zeus, the king of gods, regarded with trepidation. On this journey, we will explore the intriguing relationship between Nyx and Zeus, uncovering the reasons why the ruler of Olympus held a certain fear for the enigmatic goddess of night. Nyx, whose name translates to night in Greek, is one of the primordial deities, born from chaos, the void that preceded the creation of the universe. Her domain extended beyond mere darkness, encompassing the mysteries and hidden depths that the nightfall brings. Nyx's power and influence were formidable, as she controlled the very fabric of the nocturnal world. Her veiled figure, adorned with wings, traversed the heavens, casting a celestial curtain behind her and ushering in the night. Zeus, the god of lightning, reigned supreme on Mount Olympus, but even his authority did not extend to Nyx's domain. Despite his status, Zeus had a healthy apprehension and respect for the goddess of night. One reason for Zeus's fear stemmed from Nyx's inherent power and her close association with the primordial forces that predated the Olympian Pantheon. Nyx's connection to chaos, primordial darkness, and the deep recesses of the cosmos instilled a sense of awe and caution in Zeus, reminding him of the vastness of existence beyond his control. Zeus also recognized Nyx's influence over his own realm. As the goddess of night, Nyx had the ability to shroud the world in darkness, impeding the progress of day and bringing the celestial order to a halt. Her power to disrupt the natural cycles and rhythms of the cosmos was a reminder to Zeus of the limits of his dominion and his vulnerability in the face of the primordial forces. Nyx birthed a host of powerful entities that embodied different aspects of darkness and night. Among her notable children were Hypnos, Thanatos, Moros, Nemesis, Geros, and the Fates. These offspring personified the inherent forces and consequences that operate in the darkness. It was through her formidable progeny that Nyx's power extended and left an indelible mark on the world. Nyx's progeny played pivotal roles in events that concerned Zeus and the Pantheon. Hypnos, the personification of sleep, possessed the ability to lull even the mightiest gods into a deep slumber, potentially rendering them defenseless. Thanatos, the embodiment of death, had the authority to claim the lives of gods and mortals alike, including those within Zeus's own divine family. These aspects of Nyx's lineage undoubtedly contributed to Zeus's concern and vigilance. While Nyx does not play a central role in many myths, her presence and influence can be felt throughout Greek mythology. In Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, Nyx was invoked by Zeus, the king of the gods, to swear a binding oath, highlighting her significance even among the mighty Olympian pantheon. Nyx also weaved her way into a tale of Hera's efforts to delay the birth of Heracles, casting a veil of darkness to stall the progression of day. As the goddess of night, Nyx symbolizes the hidden, mysterious, and introspective aspects of existence. Her domain extends beyond the absence of light, representing a metaphorical canvas for the subconscious, dreams, and the unknown. Nyx's presence underscores the cyclical nature of life, offering a sanctuary from the bustling world, and providing space for healing and rejuvenation. She invites individuals to explore the depths of their own consciousness, seeking knowledge and understanding in the realm of darkness. Nyx's influence extends beyond Greek mythology. Her name has been adopted by various modern disciplines, such as astronomy, where a moon of the planet Uranus is named after her. Additionally, Nyx finds her place in the realm of psychology, where the term nyctophilia refers to a love or fascination with darkness or the night. Nyx, a formidable goddess of night, commanded a sense of awe and fear in Zeus, the ruler of the Olympian Pantheon. Her close association with primordial forces, her power to disrupt the cosmic order, and her formidable offspring made her a force to be reckoned with. Zeus recognized the limits of his authority and the vulnerability of his divine realm in the face of Nyx's dominion. Thus, the reverence and trepidation Zeus held for Nyx serve as a testament to her power and significance within the intricate tapestry of Greek mythology. Her domain encompasses the dark hours that envelop the world, and her lineage and offspring represent the myriad aspects that arise from the shadows. Nyx serves as a reminder of the dual nature of existence, symbolizing both the mysteries that lie hidden and the restorative power of darkness. As we gaze upon the night sky, we can still feel the presence of this captivating goddess, guiding us through the depths of darkness. In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, Erebus emerges as a figure of profound significance, embodying the essence of primordial darkness and serving as a gateway to the vast realms of the cosmos. On this journey, we will delve into the history, importance, and enduring legacy of Erebus, shedding light on the enigmatic deity who shaped the very fabric of the Greek Pantheon. Erebus originated from the primeval void known as chaos, which preceded the formation of the universe. As chaos gave rise to the fundamental forces and deities, Erebus emerged as one of the earliest divine beings. While the precise origins of Erebus vary across different sources, he is often described as a child of this chaos. Erebus personified the deep darkness that enveloped the cosmos, dwelling in a realm of eternal night. He is often portrayed as a primordial deity with a vast and ominous presence, associated with the darkest corners of the mortal world and the depths of the underworld. While this deity of darkness remains relatively elusive in Greek mythology, he plays a significant role in various narratives, both directly and indirectly. He is frequently mentioned alongside his sister and consort, Nyx, underscoring their inseparable connection as the embodiments of primordial darkness. Erebus also appears in the myth of the creation of the world, where he represents the darkness that precedes the emergence of light. According to some accounts, he and Nyx birthed Aether, the upper atmosphere, and Hemera, day, signifying the eternal cycle of light and darkness. Furthermore, Erebus's realm serves as a crucial element in various heroes' journeys. In their quests and adventures, heroes often ventured into the depths of the underworld, encountering this realm as they confronted their deepest fears and sought wisdom from the spirits of the deceased. This ancient deity holds profound symbolic importance within Greek mythology. As the embodiment of darkness, he represents the primal and formless aspects of existence. Erebus serves as a reminder of the vital role that darkness plays in the balance of the universe. Just as day and night coexist, the forces of light and darkness are intertwined, each dependent on the other for equilibrium. Erebus also serves as a metaphorical representation of the unknown, the unconscious, and the hidden depths within the human psyche. He represents the fears, secrets, and unexplored aspects of the self that must be confronted and embraced for personal growth and enlightenment. In popular culture, this embodiment of primordial darkness continues to permeate various artistic works, inspiring authors, poets, and artists to explore the themes of darkness, shadow, and the human condition. His enduring presence resonates as a reminder of the complexity and duality inherent in our world. Erebus, the embodiment of primordial darkness, holds a vital place within Greek mythology. His role as the personification of shadow and the depths of the underworld adds depth and mystery to the narratives of gods and heroes. Erebus invites us to ponder the symbiotic relationship between light and darkness, and the importance of embracing the unknown to uncover hidden truths within ourselves and the universe.
In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, a figure stands out for her mysterious and multifaceted nature. Hecate, the goddess of crossroads, magic, and the realm of the supernatural. Revered as a powerful and enigmatic deity, Hecate holds a unique place among the ancient gods and goddesses. Her significance extends beyond the realm of traditional Greek mythology, capturing the imagination of scholars, poets, and practitioners of magic throughout history. On this journey, we will explore the captivating story of Hecate and unravel the reasons why she continues to be an enduring symbol of wisdom, transformation, and empowerment. Hecate's origin can be traced back to ancient Anatolia, which is modern-day Turkey, where she was worshipped as a goddess of fertility and nature. As the Greek civilization developed, her mythology evolved, and she became an integral part of the Greek Pantheon. She is often depicted as a triple-headed goddess, representing her power and dominion over the three realms: the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. This triform aspect emphasizes her role as a deity who transcends boundaries and connects different worlds. One of Hecate's most prominent roles is that of the goddess of crossroads. These intersections were places one could traverse from one realm to another. As the guardian of these crossroads, Hecate had the power to guide and protect those who sought her assistance. She was believed to accompany Persephone during her annual journey to the underworld, serving as a torchbearer in the dark depths. Hecate's association with the underworld also made her a revered deity among practitioners of magic and necromancy. Hecate's connection to magic and witchcraft is another significant aspect of her mythology. She was regarded as the goddess who bestowed magical powers upon mortals and aided them in their transformative journeys. Sorcerers, witches, and magicians invoked her name in rituals and sought her patronage for their craft. Hecate was believed to possess profound knowledge of herbs, potions, and spells, and she was often invoked for her ability to grant wishes and provide protection against malevolent forces. As the patroness of witches and sorcery, Hecate embodied the power of the supernatural and the mysteries of the unseen. The mistress of witchcraft and sorcery is also closely associated with the moon. As a lunar deity, she embodied the phases and cycles of the moon, from its waxing and waning to its dark and full aspects. Hecate's connection to the moon represented her ability to move between the realms of light and darkness, and her influence over the tides of life. This association with the moon further reinforced her role as a goddess of transitions and transformation. In the realm of Greek mythology, the goddess Hecate emerges as a figure of immense importance and enduring significance. Her association with crossroads, magic, and the supernatural sets her apart, capturing the imagination of ancient Greeks and captivating modern audiences. As the guardian of liminal spaces and the mediator between realms, Hecate embodies the transformative nature of transitions and offers guidance in times of uncertainty. Throughout history, Hecate's influence has transcended the confines of mythology, leaving an indelible mark on cultural and literary works. Her image has become a beacon of feminine power, independence, and intuition, resonating with those seeking empowerment and self-discovery. In modern neo-pagan practices, Hecate remains a revered goddess, embodying the essence of the divine feminine and offering inspiration for spiritual seekers. The importance of Hecate lies not only in her rich mythological heritage, but also in her timeless relevance. She reminds us of the importance of embracing change, navigating crossroads, and harnessing the transformative powers within ourselves. In a world that often teeters on the edge of uncertainty, Hecate's presence provides solace, wisdom, and the encouragement to embrace our own magical potential. As we explore the realms of mythology and spirituality, Hecate stands as a guiding light, inviting us to embrace the mysteries of life, tap into our innate power, and embark on transformative journeys of self-discovery. Her enduring importance resonates with those who seek empowerment, inspiration, and a deeper connection to the hidden dimensions of existence. Hecate, the Greek goddess of crossroads and magic, remains a timeless symbol of untamed and enigmatic aspects of our collective human experience.
Greek mythology is replete with captivating tales of gods and goddesses, each with their unique significance and contributions to the ancient pantheon. The captivating tale of Persephone, the goddess of vegetation and the queen of the underworld, stands as a testament to the complexity and depth of ancient Greek beliefs. Daughter of Zeus and Demeter, Persephone's story encompasses themes of rebirth, duality, and the cycle of life and death. On this journey, we will explore the significance of Persephone and shed light on her role within mythology and its broader implications. Persephone's myth begins with her idyllic life in the company of her mother, Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and fertility. Descriptions of Persephone often portray her as a radiant, youthful figure, embodying the blooming splendor of spring. However, her life takes an unexpected turn when Hades, the god of the underworld, falls deeply in love with her and abducts her to become his queen. The abduction of Persephone holds profound symbolic significance. It represents the descent into the realm of death, where she assumes her role as the queen of the underworld. In her grief for her lost daughter, Demeter withholds her divine powers, causing crops to wither and the land to turn desolate. Zeus, recognizing the dire consequences of Persephone's absence, intervenes and strikes a compromise with Hades. Persephone is allowed to return to the surface for 2/3 of the year, marking the arrival of spring and summer. However, she must spend the remaining third of the year in the underworld, resulting in the onset of autumn and winter. This narrative highlights the connection between Persephone and the changing seasons, reflecting the ancient Greeks' observation of the cyclical nature of life and the eternal struggle between life and death. Persephone's abduction and subsequent role as the queen of the underworld elevated her status and importance in Greek mythology. As the ruler of the realm of the dead, Persephone held a dual nature, representing both life and death. Her association with the cycle of seasons emphasizes her power to bring about the renewal of life after the desolation of winter. Her presence in the underworld also emphasized the inevitability and interconnections of life and death. Persephone's story is an allegory for the transitions and cycles of life. Her abduction signifies the inevitable passage from innocence to experience, from life to death, and the ultimate journey to the underworld. This resonates with the human experience, encapsulating the ebb and flow of existence in the continuous cycles of growth and change. Furthermore, Persephone embodies the concept of duality. Her time spent both in the light of the upper world and the darkness of the underworld represents the delicate balance between joy and sorrow, light and shadow, and the interplay of opposites within the human psyche. Persephone's myth has had a profound influence on Greek culture and has resonated with artists, poets, and thinkers throughout the ages. The tale of her abduction and the subsequent search by her mother, Demeter, has been a source of inspiration for numerous literary works, including Ovid's Metamorphoses and Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. Psychologically, Persephone's story symbolizes the journey into the depths of the unconscious, where one confronts and integrates the shadow aspects of the self. Her tale serves as a reminder that personal growth often requires descending into the depths of one's psyche, confronting challenges, and emerging transformed. The Greek goddess holds immense importance in Greek mythology and culture. Her story of abduction by Hades and subsequent role as the queen of the underworld embodies profound themes of transformation, cycles of life and death, and the delicate balance between light and darkness. Persephone's presence in both the upper world and the underworld symbolizes the interconnections of life's contrasting aspects. As the goddess of the underworld, Persephone represents the eternal cycle of the seasons and the renewal of life that follows the desolation of winter. Her myth serves as a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always the potential for rebirth and regeneration. Persephone's tale has left its mark on Greek culture, inspiring countless works of literature, art, and philosophical contemplation. The significance of her myth extends beyond its historical context, resonating with individuals on a deeper psychological level. It symbolizes the journey into the depths of the unconscious, where one must confront their shadow aspects and undergo personal transformation. Persephone's enduring importance lies in her ability to encapsulate the complexities of human existence, the ever-changing nature of life, the inevitability of death, and the eternal hope for renewal. Through her story, we are reminded of the profound interconnections of all things and the eternal dance between light and darkness that shapes our world. Persephone stands as a testament to the enduring power of myth and the wisdom it imparts to those who seek to understand the mysteries of life. In the captivating realm of Greek mythology, the enigmatic goddess Nyx reigns supreme as the embodiment of the night. Within her divine lineage, a remarkable array of offspring emerges, each with their own distinct roles and influences. Among Nyx's children, Hypnos, Thanatos, Moros, Nemesis, Eros, and the Fates stand out as pivotal figures, guiding the destinies of both gods and mortals. On this journey, we delve into the profound importance and intriguing characteristics of these remarkable beings. Hypnos, the soother of souls, the embodiment of sleep, stands as one of Nyx's most well-known children. Revered for his ability to bring peaceful slumber, Hypnos ensures rest and rejuvenation for both gods and mortals. Often depicted as a gentle figure with wings, he acts as a messenger between the divine and mortal realms, traversing the boundaries of dreams and reality. Thanatos, the harbinger of death, emerges as a formidable figure among Nyx's children. Often portrayed as a winged and somber deity, Thanatos guides souls to the realm of the afterlife. Though associated with mortality, his presence maintains the delicate balance between life and death, ensuring the natural order of existence remains unbroken. Moros, the personification of impending doom, arises as an intriguing offspring of Nyx. Known for his ability to foretell impending misfortune, Moros serves as a harbinger of fate's unwavering path. By casting an aura of caution and introspection, he reminds both mortals and deities of the inescapable consequences that await those who ignore the whispers of destiny. Nemesis, the balancer of justice, the goddess of retribution and vengeance, arises as a child of Nyx with a distinctive purpose. She ensures that individuals receive their rightful due, delivering justice to those who have transgressed against others. Nemesis acts as a counterbalance, ensuring that hubris and arrogance are met with appropriate consequences, restoring equilibrium in the mortal realm. Eros, the embodiment of old age, reminds mortals of the inevitability of time's passage. As a child of Nyx, he symbolizes the natural progression of life, highlighting the wisdom and experience that comes with age. Eros teaches humility and acceptance, urging individuals to embrace the changes brought by the passing years. The Fates, spinners of destiny, consisting of Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos, form a trio of powerful goddesses responsible for weaving and cutting the threads of destiny. Guided by Nyx's influence, they determine the course of lives and the fates of gods and mortals alike. Clotho spins the thread of life, Lachesis measures its length, and Atropos, with her shears, severs it at the appointed time. Together, they epitomize the inescapable power of fate and the cyclical nature of existence. The children of Nyx, the Greek goddess of the night, are a captivating ensemble of deities, each embodying crucial aspects of the human experience and playing essential roles within ancient Greek mythology. Hypnos, Thanatos, Moros, Nemesis, Geras, and the Fates collectively offer profound insights into the mysteries of life, death, destiny, justice, aging, and the interconnectedness of all existence. Together, the children of Nyx provide a rich tapestry of mythological narratives and symbolic significance. They offer timeless lessons, inviting contemplation on the transient nature of existence, the importance of balance and justice, and the intricate web of human destiny. By exploring their stories, we gain a deeper understanding of the ancient Greek worldview, where darkness and night hold profound insights into the human condition. The children of Nyx stand as enduring figures, reminding us of the complex interplay between light and darkness, life and death, fate and free will. Their significance continues to resonate, inspiring contemplation and fostering a deeper appreciation for the diverse tapestry of experiences that make up our shared human journey.
In the heart of ancient Greek mythology, Eros emerges as a deity whose influence extends beyond the boundaries of time and culture. As the god of love and desire, Eros holds a paramount position in the Pantheon, embodying the very essence of human emotions. From his intriguing origins to his profound impact on art, philosophy, and human connection, Eros stands as a symbol of universal significance, transcending myth and history. The birth of Eros is a subject of fascination and debate. Some myths depict him as the offspring of Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, and Ares, the god of war. Others trace his lineage to chaos, the primordial void that existed before creation. This ambiguity highlights his enigmatic nature, representing the dualities of love, the blissful and chaotic. The god of love's iconic representation as a youthful, winged figure with a bow and arrow evokes both awe and curiosity. The bow, a tool of precision, represents his ability to strike hearts with desire, while the arrows symbolize the force of love that binds individuals together. This symbolism emphasizes his capacity to ignite passion and forge connections, reflecting the profound impact of love on human existence. Beyond romantic love, the influence of Eros encompasses a spectrum of emotions, including familial affection, friendships, and even self-love. His dominion over desire underscores his role in human procreation and fertility, linking him to the very continuation of life itself. His omnipresence in daily affairs highlights the interconnectedness of love and desire with the fabric of existence. Throughout history, artists, poets, and thinkers have been captivated by his allure, inspiring a myriad of creative expressions. In Greek art, Eros often took center stage, gracing pottery, sculptures, and murals with his presence. The myth of Eros and Psyche, a tale of love's trials and transformations, became a wellspring of artistic inspiration, depicting the journey from doubt to enlightenment. The god of desire has an equally profound impact on literature. Poets like Sappho celebrated love's nuances, while philosophers like Plato explored the spiritual dimensions of Eros. His embodiment of both physical desire and intellectual longing paved the way for discussions on the nature of love, ethics, and the human soul. The significance of Eros transcends mythology, permeating the realm of philosophy. Plato's Symposium delves into various forms of love, with Eros representing the yearning for higher knowledge and spiritual connection. This philosophical interpretation positions Eros as a force that drives individuals towards wisdom and self-discovery. The pursuit of truth, beauty, and enlightenment becomes intertwined with the pursuit of love. This god's role in philosophy extends to contemporary discussions on the nature of desire, relationships, and personal growth. His embodiment of transformative love invites exploration into the profound ways in which connections with others can shape individual experiences and perspectives. As time marches forward, the legacy of Eros continues to reverberate across cultures and generations. His influence is evident in modern literature, art, and popular culture, as creators draw inspiration from the complexities of love and desire. From timeless sonnets to blockbuster films, the god of desire's presence serves as a reminder of the enduring power of human connection. In a world marked by ever-evolving social dynamics, the importance of Eros remains steadfast. As individuals seek to understand and navigate the intricacies of love, Eros serves as a guiding light, encouraging exploration, empathy, and self-awareness. His legacy reminds us that love transcends boundaries, enriching the human experience and shaping the narratives of our lives. Eros, the Greek god of love and desire, is a timeless figure whose significance reaches far beyond his mythological origins. Through his multifaceted symbolism and profound influence on art, culture, and philosophy, Eros reveals an intricate tapestry of human emotions and connections. As we reflect on his enduring importance, we find ourselves immersed in a narrative that transcends time, inviting us to explore the depths of love's transformative power and its profound impact on the human journey.
In the vast pantheon of Greek mythology, Aphrodite stands as a captivating figure, revered as the goddess of love, beauty, and desire. Her compelling presence and influential role in the divine hierarchy made her a central figure in ancient Greece. On this journey, we will explore the significance of Aphrodite, examining her origins, attributes, and the impact she had on both gods and mortals alike. Aphrodite's mythological origins are as enchanting as her persona. According to one of the most widely accepted myths, she was born from the sea foam that emerged after the castration of Uranus, the primordial sky god, by his son Cronus. The sea foam carried by the wind reached the shores of Cyprus, where Aphrodite emerged fully grown and breathtakingly beautiful. This iconic scene symbolizes her connection to the sea and establishes her as a timeless and irresistible force. Aphrodite's attributes are as diverse as the facets of love itself. Her unparalleled beauty is often depicted in art, emphasizing her role as the embodiment of physical perfection. In many representations, she is adorned with symbols such as the myrtle, dove, and swan, each carrying its own significance. The myrtle represents love and fertility, the dove symbolizes peace, and the swan exemplifies both beauty and transformation. This divine deity's influence extends beyond mere physical attraction. She presides over all aspects of love, from passionate, romantic love to the familial bonds that tie individuals together. Aphrodite is the driving force behind these complex emotions. The Greeks recognized different forms of love, such as eros, erotic love, philia, deep friendship, and agape, unconditional, selfless love. Aphrodite's domain encompassed all of these variations, making her a goddess with a profound impact on the human experience. The goddess of love found herself entangled in numerous myths and relationships with other gods and goddesses. One of her most famous unions was with Ares, the god of war, resulting in several offspring, including Eros, the god of love. Her relationships often reflected the delicate balance between love and conflict, highlighting the interconnected nature of these powerful forces in human life. Aphrodite's influence extended into the mortal realm through various cults and worship practices. Her temples, such as the renowned Temple of Aphrodite in Corinth, attracted devotees seeking her favor in matters of love, fertility, and beauty. Festivals dedicated to Aphrodite, such as Aphrodisia, celebrated the goddess through rituals, offerings, and artistic performances, reinforcing her significance in the lives of the ancient Greeks. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, remains a symbol of the intricate tapestry of human emotions in Greek mythology. Her captivating origin, symbolic attributes, and influence over love and desire have left a permanent mark on ancient Greek culture. In a world where the divine and mortal realms intersected, Aphrodite stood as a powerful and enduring force, reminding both gods and mortals of the transformative power of love. In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, Demeter emerges as a pivotal deity, embodying the fundamental aspects of agriculture, fertility, and maternal love. As the goddess of the harvest, Demeter played a vital role in the daily lives of the ancient Greeks, shaping their understanding of the cycles of nature and the interconnectedness between the divine and mortal realms. On this journey, we will explore the significance of Demeter in Greek mythology, delving into her myths, characteristics, and the profound impact she had on ancient Greek culture. One of the most well-known myths associated with Demeter revolves around her daughter Persephone. According to Homer, Persephone was abducted by Hades, god of the underworld. Distraught and grief-stricken, Demeter roamed the earth in search of her daughter, neglecting her duties as the goddess of agriculture. During this period, the earth suffered, crops withering and famine spreading. The gods, alarmed by the suffering of mortals, intervened, leading to the compromise that Persephone would spend part of the year in the underworld and part on earth. Demeter's grief and subsequent joy at the reunion with her daughter were symbolic of the changing seasons, reflecting the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. Demeter's characteristics are closely tied to her role as a nurturing and life-giving goddess. She is often depicted holding wheat or cornucopia, symbolizing the abundance of the harvest. The poppy, a flower associated with both fertility and death, is also linked to Demeter, representing the cycle of life. Her connection to agriculture and the earth underscores her importance in ensuring the prosperity and well-being of the Greek people. The worship of Demeter was integral to agricultural communities in ancient Greece. The Eleusinian Ministries, a secret religious initiation reserved for the initiated, centered around Demeter and Persephone. These mysteries were believed to promise a blessed afterlife and were celebrated annually at Eleusis. The rituals associated with Demeter aimed to ensure the fertility of the land, a bountiful harvest, and the well-being of the community. Demeter's maternal nature extends beyond her relationship with Persephone. She is often invoked as a protective and nurturing force, embodying the idealized qualities of motherhood. The Greek people looked to Demeter for guidance and support in matters of fertility, childbirth, and family life. Her influence reached into the domestic sphere, reinforcing the importance of maternal care and the interconnectedness of family bonds. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and motherhood, played a crucial role in shaping the religious and cultural landscape of ancient Greece. Her myths, symbols, and rituals were woven into the fabric of daily life, offering a lens through which the Greeks understood the cycles of nature, the importance of the harvest, and the enduring bond between mothers and their children. Demeter's legacy endures not only in mythology, but also in the enduring connection between humanity and the nurturing forces of the earth.
Thank you for your company as we seek why together. If you've learned anything new in this video or liked what you saw, please like and subscribe.